What's up, CFM? This is Coach Matt with our Monday workout. Hope you guys are feeling great today. We're going to do some aerobic training that's going to specifically target improvements to your VO2 max. This is a little concept that we have been working on through our low and slow training, as well as through our 2K row training, which you can say those are very different in terms of the aerobic demands, but they're all part of this general aerobic capacity base that we are always trying to build, and we never want to neglect our strength stuff. So we're always going to do some functional strength training, our periodized weightlifting training, and our cardiovascular training, all mixed in with different formats that hopefully stay fun and engaging and make you want to keep coming back, right? And that's the goal, is consistent training throughout your life. And we have to mix some fun into it in order to keep it so that it's not super dull. So anything, if you guys ever have, oh, this workout was really fun, or like I hated this format, I'm always open to feedback like that, and I try to weave those things into the programming so that hopefully you don't even notice that it's happening. You just have a great time, you get great results, and you want to keep coming back. That's my best case scenario, okay? All right, so let's begin with our warm-up today. We'll go 2 minutes of warm-up pace cardio, and we'll do a little bit of hip stretches before we get into our intervals for today. So 5 on 5 of each. Hip cradle, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lateral lunge and rotate on this one. If you notice from where I'm standing right here, I step backwards as I step out, and that allows me to rotate down into a good lunge position and then back up in one motion and then out and back on the other side. Touch the knee, rotate back to the middle. Then drinking bird. This is one I've been seeing a lot of online, is the kickstand deadlift, which we call a drinking bird, and that it's really, really good for activating that front glute, but only if you stand all the way up and really squeeze it and then try to stretch it on the way down, okay? Next one is scap pull-ups. So working on that vertical scapular motion, and I'm demonstrating with my feet on the ground so I can get a really good range of motion. The weight that you put on this is not as important while you're building range of motion in the shoulders, but as you get stronger at it, you want to pick those feet up off the ground and try to maintain that same range of motion. And then last one, you know it, you love it, or you hate it, Captain Morgan's. Fantastic for groin strength as well as our lateral abdominals, right, and our hip flexor. So I've got my top leg in front, I'm pulling my bottom leg all the way out from underneath, and then my top foot stays in front of the bottom leg no matter where I'm at. And I'm not a pirate unless I have my hand on my hip like this. That's where we get our Captain Morgan name from, okay? All right, that's our warm up. Get 2 rounds through that, and then we'll start on our intervals. So it is going to be a 1-to-1 work rest ratio. 4 minutes may seem like a lot of rest time, but it will only seem like a lot of rest time if you don't go very hard during the 4 minutes of work. Okay, so we're going to do 40 minutes total, so 5 by 8. So each interval is 8 minutes, but that is 4 minutes of work, 8 minutes of rest, okay? And it'll actually only be 36 minutes because the last 4 minutes will be off, unless you somehow get into a rotation where you go on the second interval. But we'll start with either biking, rowing, or the aerobic body weight intervals, right? So it'll be 4 minutes of rowing at a hard pace. I would say this should be close to your 2K row pace, and then 4 minutes of rest, and then 4 minutes of biking. Again, aerobic intensity similar to that 2K row pace, and then 4 minutes of rest. And then we'll do our body weight circuit, which is going to be 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats, just like the workout Cindy. You're going to repeat that for 4 minutes. And my goal on that one is that everyone try to set your scaling so that you get 4 rounds. So for some people that might mean going a 4, 8, 12 or a 3, 6, 9, or it may mean doing jumping pull-ups and then regular push-ups and regular air squats or some other format. But I want you to be aware of the time while you're doing it and try to get in that 4-round range as we do it. So that means it's a relatively high pace, but again, you're getting 4 minutes of rest right afterwards, and then we'll go back the other direction. You'll go to 4 minutes of biking and another 4 minutes of rowing. Okay, so you'll get 2 intervals on the bike, 2 intervals on the rower, doesn't matter what order, and 1 interval of the body weight exercises. So pull up, push up, air squat. And that's it for today. In the cool down, I do have some shoulder rehab exercises. So the child pose arm raises and the prone behind the neck PVC pipe press. These are just T-spine and shoulder prehab and post-workout exercises to help shoulder strength, but we're getting in the child pose and raising the arm one at a time, trying to press the other one, pressing this one into the ground and raising the other one. And then the behind the neck PVC pipe press is exactly what it sounds like. Hands a little bit wider than my back squat position, and floating my forehead off the ground, trying to keep my hands away from the ground the whole time, taking about a 2-second out and 2-second back cadence on that, okay? All right, and that is our Monday workout. Get those watts up, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday.